Do you find that you want to have sex with your partner a lot more than they want to have sex with you? Not that they're not into you, they just aren't in the mood as much as you are. And that you find yourself frustrated and you're just trying to figure out, what can I do to have more sex with my partner? And, I was chatting about this with one of my coaching clients recently, and we spoke about how there's ways of being that we have as our natural way of being that just might not be attractive to our partner, or we might no longer be in the honeymoon phase, or might not be trying to turn them on all the time because we're sitting next to each other, especially in COVID times, working on our laptops side by side and just kind of going about our day and not really thinking about, how am I impacting this person? And early on in a relationship, we're always thinking about, how am I impacting this person? I'm bringing flowers, I'm saying nice things, I'm making sure I've got a date planned. And the reality is that in the beginning, the amount of time that we spend in the same room while not focused on how the other person feels is very little. When we are in the room with them, we are 100% focused on how they feel, what they think about us, what they're experiencing, and we're trying to get them to like us. We're paying attention to all the things that we can do so we can have the relationship or connect or have sex or whatever is the goal. But over time, we get comfortable, we move in together, we're in a committed relationship, we can just say, hey, you want to have sex? And they'll say, okay, cool, yeah, let's have sex. In the beginning, that's not there. There needs to be a turning on, a opening up, a being patient and really drawing out the other, well, typically the woman's desire and safety. So what I've done in situations like this in my own life, and what I offer for this particular client that I was working with, is pay attention to how much time that you spend when you're in the same room or in the same building, like in a house, not like in different offices, but when you're in the same space where you could say, hey honey, and say something across the house. How much of that time are you focused on her turn on? Because if you're not focused on her turn on all of the time, then you're gonna have less sex than you could. And if you wanna have sex all the time, the key is to be paying attention to your impact. Maybe working side by side all day isn't helping your sex life. Maybe you might wanna go work at an internet cafe. So when you get home, internet cafe, do they still have those? Wherever, the library, I don't know. Where do you go to outside the house to get internet? I just have a cell. I have a cell service, so I just go to the park. But you might want to consider spending less time together so that the time that you do spend together, you can be fully focused on her and turn her on in the ways that she likes and be paying attention to her. What I like to do is focus on foreplay all day. A kiss on the neck, saying something sweet, a stroke on the shoulder, touching her butt, or whatever is the thing that she likes, that is a tease, a turn on, a flirt, and just grow the energy over the day. So when you get to the end of the day, and you guys put away your computers or whatever you're thinking that you're doing all day is, or maybe a quickie at lunch, who knows? When you are building the energy and being playful and thinking about, later I'm gonna wanna have sex and now I'm playing with the energy, that will grow the turn on in her. And so the way I like to think about it is, as soon as sex finishes, as soon as we've stopped intercourse and we're lying there in bed, rather than the response, the biological response that many men have to pull away, to leave, to do something else, I like to stay with the energy and begin to caress, begin to build the energy again from that point. And then continue to think, every time that I look, speak, touch, interact with her, how am I impacting her? Is what I'm doing turning her on, Or might it be not turning her on, in which case it's moving her away from more sex, more opening, more turn on, more passion. So I hope that was useful. I hope you liked that. I love talking about sex and relationships. So if you have any questions or comments, I'd love to receive them and look forward to connecting with you again soon.